You know, like just crashing down.
Start of the season.
Love Thierry Henry.
Top all of yours.
I think that's very harsh.
You know what? You talk about putting balls on the line.
Don't get angry with me.
I think we will win the league under Mikel Arteta.
Hello and welcome back to the Footballing Questions YouTube channel. Agree to disagree, let's get into it. The Arsenal Invincible season was a better achievement than the 99 treble season. 3, 2, 1.
We're both in agreement
Yeah.
that these two sides are the best sides in English football.
Yeah.
Like ever.
The Chelsea 05-06, forget about 05, forget about it. Centurions, bin it. Mate, Liverpool didn't even win the league properly, it's COVID, it doesn't count. But,
So,
yeah,
but, firstly, I have to back the boys.
I understand that.
Firstly, just to put it out there. Secondly, Premier League, FA Cup, and the big one, Champions League. That Arsenal team won the Premier League without losing.
Yeah.
Big achievement. Didn't do it in, they didn't win the FA Cup, they didn't win the Champions League.
And I regret that completely. And we were knocked out by English teams in the Champions League. By English team in the Champions League, we were knocked out by United in the FA Cup.
Exactly.
We regret that. And to be honest, if we were ever going to win the Champions League, we should have done it around then.
Exactly. And you didn't.
And we didn't. And the thing is, we had this discussion a week ago, and I've always backed the Invincibles as a team. But you gave me the question, which made me change, which was, what would you rather win next season?
Yeah, next season, would you rather go Invincible or win the treble? And you'd
No,
rather win the treble.
I'd rather win the treble.
So,
the Invincibles is an amazing achievement. I don't think the Invincibles is going to be done ever again. I think the treble could be done again, but that doesn't mean. But still, it's.
It doesn't take away from the achievement.
No, it's still a good achievement. And would I love Arsenal to do it? Hell yeah, God, I'd love it.
I mean, that's not to say I wouldn't love United to go Invincible.
Yeah, you'd love it. Well, to be honest, you're in your longest trade drought. Either of them works well for you.
But I think the treble team and the treble achievement is better than
yeah.
Arsenal.
Thierry Henry was a better player than Cristiano Ronaldo. 3, 2, 1.
I'll start. Okay, strongly disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're being a little bit harsh.
No, I'm not.
Okay, in the Premier League, I think Thierry Henry is 100% better. The fact that Thierry Henry didn't win a Ballon d'Or is actually a joke. I'm not going to go into it, but look into Pavel Nedved's stats in 2003. It's a joke. How he won it. We've had this conversation today already, and we basically came to the conclusion that Thierry Henry is better in the Premier League. Overall, Ronaldo's better. Well, Ronaldo has won 5 Ballon d'Ors. I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm only on slightly disagree because at the end of the day, Thierry Henry is also probably one of the greatest players to ever live. You know, he's up there. You know, you can only think of maybe 2 or maybe 3 strikers better than him in the history of football.
The question was about is who's the better player, right?
Yeah.
And the question is Thierry Henry. The statement is Thierry Henry is a better player than Cristiano Ronaldo, and I disagree.
Okay.
And I completely disagree with that because Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players to ever live.
Yeah, but I love Thierry Henry, so
yeah, that's why you're disagreeing. If you are an Arsenal fan,
I go strongly disagree.
you go strongly disagree because you know Cristiano Ronaldo is a better player. So I think you should actually move it. Strongly disagree.
No,
because you just agreed with
Don't get angry with me. I'm going here because I love Thierry Henry. I don't want to be harsh on him. Okay, but we both agreed at some point he is a better player. Okay, we agree on that.
Cristiano Ronaldo is a better player than Thierry Henry.
Yeah, fine.
In the last 5 years, Manchester United have produced better youth talent than Arsenal. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
This is tough. I need to think about this.
I'm sorry. In the last 5 years, that counts 2017 and before and beyond, which means Marcus Rashford doesn't count in this argument. And the only argument I'd accept out of your answers, which I can imagine, is like Anthony Elanga. I can't think of anyone else.
He who shall not be named.
Oh, okay.
I think you can talk about him. He was a talent.
Okay. Let's discuss Mason Green. Okay, fine. But if you look at the talent which we've got, Emil Smith-Rowe, Saka, oh crap, I'm struggling now. Philip Balogun's still coming through. Eddie Nketiah's done an okay job coming through and scored actually some quite important goals for us. As well, Ainsley Niles come through and actually become a regular. He's come on, but I think he's a decent little player. We've actually got quite a lot, and actually, I saw a stat recently, which was Arsenal in England have the most academy products playing in Europe's top 5 leagues. We have 25 youth products. I think United are second, then it's Chelsea, and the other. So we are 7th in European clubs in terms of how many of our products. Donyell Marlin, starting for Dortmund, Jeffrey Adelaide now playing regularly for Lyon. These are players who have come through. Ismail Benacer for AC Milan. These are all Arsenal academy products. Glenn Kamara for Rangers as well.
Yeah.
A lot of Arsenal youth products. I don't want to say, but Alex Iwobi, Joe Willock's actually doing quite well at Newcastle. A lot of young players, and also Romelu Bukayo Saka are the pick of the bunch, and they are both. Chef's kiss. I don't know. Wait, does Bellerin count? No. Does Bellerin not count? Damn.
Right.
I was going to really use that, but I just think the sheer number.
I'm moving to disagree.
Because
you see what? Not because I think the overall talent. I think Marcus Rashford is a big thing, and I thought, Marcus Rashford must be in there.
It's because I said the last 5 years, and you went, damn, I've just
Marcus Rashford doesn't count.
In that.
If Marcus Rashford was in that, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood as a player, obviously. Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood alone top all of yours.
I think that's very harsh. I don't rate Marcus Rashford. I think Saka's better than him. I think Smith Rowe's better than him. I think Donyell Marlin is as good.
I think if Marcus Rashford counted, that is a very strong argument.
If we do this argument 5 years ago, Rashford does trump it. The sad thing is, it's not 2017.
If
he hasn't lived up to his potential.
If you said 10 years, then easy. That 5 years thing, it sounds like we're the top 2.
We are the top 2
for youngsters, and I think Man United's youngsters that they have produced in the last couple of years are really well. Alanga's getting a lot of stuff right now. He's just been called up to the Sweden squad for the first time.
You've also got Twan Saber, who's really not getting the chances he should get,
and he's playing over in Italy right now with Napoli. You've got players like Scott McTominay in the midfield. Is a youth product and is playing for Manchester United.
I think Scott McTominay is just as good as Eddie McNiles in this argument, probably.
We have produced some very, very good players, and our youth system right now has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Garnacho looks very, very good.
So does ours. Charlie Patino, Flores,
Hannibal,
Mika Biereth. Actually, Biereth, I don't know if he counts. We signed him when he was 17 from Fulham, but
the only reason I've moved to disagree is because Marcus Rashford doesn't count.
And also the other one is on shaky ground.
The Mason. if we're going Mason Greenwood, right? We didn't want to discuss it on the podcast because of what happened and everything. But overall, in terms of as a footballer, I think he's clear of every single one of Arsenal.
I don't think he is. I think Saka's better. I've always thought Saka's better.
The thing is, you say that, right? We did a debate on the podcast of the best youngsters. Yeah. Saka's not in the equation really. The top 3 doesn't have Saka in it.
What?
We did Greenwood. We did Foden.
When did we do this?
We did it on the podcast.
No, when did we do it?
Last season. We definitely did it last season.
Yeah,
I remember.
and guess what? That was last season.
Yeah,
Time's moved on. Have you seen the stats this season? Under 21s in England, in the Premier League, under 21s with the most goals and assists. Number 1 is Saka. Number 2 is Smith Rowe. Number 4 is Gabriel Martinelli.
Okay, the top 2 then is Foden and Greenwood. Just over. Not hold on. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying because the argument in the last 5 years the youth products that have produced the top 2 in the Premier League in the last 5 years, realistically as players, are Phil Foden and Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood is so much better than in terms of player. No. He is so much better. In terms of a player, he is so much better than Saka.
Before the scandal, Gareth wouldn't call him up.
Yeah, but what do you like? That's not.
I'm just saying, if he's better than Bukayo Saka, how come he only got 1 cap?
Well, obviously there was a controversy with Iceland, and then there was this whole, we better wait for him. We'll bring him into the squad eventually. Ask anyone, honestly.
I don't know why you're fighting so long on this because you're on disagreeing.
I'm on disagree, but I'm disagreeing with the fact that in the last 5 years, overall. But I'm saying that Mason Greenwood as a player was that. He's not that.
For me,
he's not that. Let's just clarify. We do not agree with anything that Mason Greenwood's done. No. In terms of ability on the pitch, though, he was brilliant.
Emil Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka trumps Rashford and Greenwood alone. That does it for me. For me, those 2 trump it.
I don't think you should be strongly disagreed.
Well, I am, so deal with it.
Arsenal will win another Premier League before Manchester United do. 3, 2, 1.
The thing about this is, I'm in a situation right now where I'm really bad with my club. Like, if you ask me this at the start of the season, then I'm going to strongly disagree. If I'm perfectly honest.
I would think you've signed Ronaldo and aren't going to win a trophy.
Yeah,
That's disgraceful, and the way you're running your club, genuinely, like I said at the start of the season, if Man United don't win a trophy, that is a and here we are. You know, you're at terms and you're not winning anything. I put strongly disagree, mainly because I put my.
strongly agree, mate.
I swear I misread it. I was talking about myself.
I wish you were strongly disagree.
No, I meant agree. I put myself on strongly agree purely because last time on agree to disagree or whatever, I put my neck on the line for us winning the league, and I thought, you know what, I've just got to continue doing that. Put my balls are on the line here. I'm backing Arteta, and I think we will. Ooh, I'm terrified of saying it. I think we might win the league.
No, so will.
I think we will win the league under Mikel Arteta.
Fair enough.
I don't know when, but I think we will. And the way United are being run, unless you drastically change the way your club's run, I don't see you winning a Premier League anytime soon.
Neither do I.
Yeah. So
Why do you agree, John?
Because we're going. There's the two ends. We can't both be happy or annoyed at the same time.
That doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. You're on really good form.
Yeah.
You're going up. Everything's looking good. And Man United are just crashing down. Everything behind the scenes, everything on the pitch.
Yeah.
We're in the mud. So, like, realistically, I disagree in the fact, we will win the league in the next 5 years.
Jadon Sancho will become a better player, or will be a better player than Bukayo Saka. 3, 2, 1.
I put slight disagree because I think Sancho has turned things around at Man United because I think he started quite poorly, and I'd wished I could say adjusting to the league, but he's a British player, so I'm not too sure on that argument. But he's been one of United's better players in the last few months. He's actually been quite good for you, and his performances have kind of gone on under the radar because United haven't really been picking up the results. But from watching United games with you, it's going to be real shot. Jadon Sancho's actually playing quite well for you, I think, and I do think he's a good player. But when I see how consistent he's, the thing is, people talk about the fact that Saka actually at his age is the key player for Arsenal. The amount of pressure that is on a young player is immense, and the amount it's so rare to see Saka have a bad game. It's actually insane. To see that level of consistency in that position at that age is unreal. And genuinely, I believe this. I think he might be one of the best wingers in the world at a point in his career. I mean, he's putting up numbers which are insane for someone who's 20. He's 20 now, isn't he? I still think Sancho will be good. I just think Saka will be better. I mean, my dream is that they'll cover both the wings for England together. Mm-hmm. Because mainly I think Sancho's better on the left. I like someone who can cut inside. So Sancho on the left, Saka on the right, and God knows who replaces Kane up front. But I think Sancho's good, but for me, Saka's better.
Honestly, I think if you ask this question and go Sancho or Smith Rowe, I'm agreeing, because I think you know what? You talk about putting your balls on the line. Sancho, I questioned it at first, and I put in disagree. I'm gonna back Sancho.
Can you give me some reasons for that?
Because you
want to back the
I want to back the boys. No,
fair play.
No, I just think they're, in terms of potential and where they could go, I see them on a very even playing field. Sancho's really improved in the last few months, and he could get there, and he could get up there in terms of numbers in the league, and he could be that player. I said if it was Smith Rowe, I'd be there. If it was Sancho or Smith Rowe,
I'm still there.
You're still there.
I'm still there.
You think Smith Rowe will be?
I mean, they're very different players.
Of course.
Sancho is a carrier, whereas Smith Rowe's really direct and is a goal scorer more than a creator. And how consistent he is and how clinical he is actually pretty mad. And yeah, I'd put him here.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Agree to Disagree. Don't go yet. We've got one more question. No one can debate on it. Let's go. Mikel Arteta will be a better manager than Pep Guardiola and or Jurgen Klopp. 3, 2, 1.
Can I quickly just...
Don't do that.